Welcome to this beginner waltz dancing closer dance lesson. Learning tips including health and safety advice are in the description. This lesson looks at dancing closer. One of the downsides is the knees can bang together. We're going to look at a few ways of addressing that. And one of the upsides is you're able to dance tighter circles, and we look at that. We're going to look at the feet, the position of the feet. Imagine the followers just stood there, and then the leader positions their feet around the follower, which is kind of what happens because the leader's a little bit in charge, control of what's going on. So the right foot of the leader has gone between the follower's feet, and then the left foot of the leader has gone, well, you can see where. One way to think about it is the leader's feet are tucking around each side of the follower's right foot. Okay. And the idea there is the knees are now offset. I would say that's the crucial thing. Well, the knees and the feet, which means that even if you maybe step too far, collision is very, very unlikely. And just to clarify, if you look from the side, there is still a gap, okay? Now that gap's going to vary depending on how close you are dancing together, but basically there is a gap, and it can be quite a large gap, and that's fine.
Let's dance together. And leaders thinking about the follower's right foot. Followers, maybe have your feet just a little bit apart, as Vanessa's got, just to help the leader with this exercise. So I'm going to dance as we were before, but I'm going to be kind of stepping each side of this foot. Let's start now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Leaders, when is your foot closer to the follower's right foot? Which step is it closer? Let's have a look. Suppose the leader's about to step with the left and the follower's about to step with the right. 3, 2, 1, step. I'm not actually very close to this foot, because it moved away from me. Now let's replay that and have the follower step with their left and the leader step with their right. This time as I step through with my right, it's the follower's left foot that's moving away, but the follower's right foot stayed there. So look at that, they're now really close to each other. So if I step forward with the left, 1, 2, 3, no brushing happens there, it's really close. It's not so close on the left, but it's very close on the right. So we'll have the follower feet slightly apart. Leaders, you're going to be aiming each side of the follower's right foot. Let's start now. 1, 2, 3, 1. So leaders, as you step forward with the left, the follower's right foot runs away from you. So you're not going to get very close, but as the follower steps back, as you step forward with your right, your foot is going to get really close to the follower's right foot. Remember, we're looking down a lot. It can be unusual to hear a dance teacher say this, but at this stage, let's start training our muscle memory with what it feels like to step this close and be able to dance close to each other, because this is the next thing that will happen soon. So we're looking down, we're just working together, making sure, especially leaders, make sure you don't step on the feet as you step forward and you're just skimming each side of the follower's right foot. Let's try dancing in closer hold now. So I'm still going to be a little bit each side of the follower's right foot. Now, you might, if you're just starting out, look down again. But the aim is, now that we're closer, by the way, you wouldn't be doing this until you've been practicing for a while, you're kind of comfortable with it, so you find where you are in your learning, and when you feel happy, you're not going to kind of crunch your partner's feet. So leader's left, follower's right, start, or just watch, now, and. So I'm actually not going to look down. And the reason I can do that is I've got enough muscle memory that I'm used to the position in front of my partner, and I know that I won't tread on their feet. You may bang knees. If you do, pull out of the step straight away, I recommend, and stop and start again, because that indicates that your leg must be in front of your partner's legs, and you're likely to then step on each other's feet. That's one of the reasons I don't step on my partner's feet, because if I feel that knee collision happen, I just pull out of the step and I'll stop and start again. So I'm skimming each side of the follower's right foot. You might have heard this described in different ways by different teachers. There's lots of valid ways of learning this. I just like this because it just gives you one memorable thing to hang on to, which is you're stepping each side of one foot. And this is actually creating lots of things that are good in the dance from this one idea. Curving. Can we do a tighter curve when we're further apart or closer? Maybe you want to pause the video and have a play around, see what works for you. I'll look at it now. I'm going to start with my left. Vanessa's going to start with her right, and it's going to go like this. And 1, 2, 3, and I'm trying to turn. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I reckon I turned a circle of maybe a sort of diameter of about 2 meters. Now, if we stand really close, watch how tight a circle I can do. I'm going to start with the left, Vanessa's going to start with the right, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Wow, that was a circle with a radius of about half a meter. We could get really technical here, but it's just easier to turn sharper if you're closer together, which is one of the reasons it's a really good idea to dance close together. That's a good aim, because it means you can have fun doing really sharp turns and stuff, and you can start speeding the dancing up more. It's exciting. This is quite an advanced idea, and I choose to introduce it earlier just so you're aware of it. Okay, so this may be too complicated, in which case don't worry about it, but in general, leaders, you're going to kind of let the follower step first. Whoa, what's that about? I thought I was leading. Well, you kind of indicate that the movement's going to start to happen, and the follower kind of starts first. So watch this. Suppose I'm about to step with the left, follower's about to step with the right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You might be able to see that I'm kind of leaning into the step, and then once Vanessa goes, then I step. What's the alternative to this? The alternative is that we step together. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The trouble with stepping together is you kind of have to read each other's minds, because if you're going to do it exactly together, you kind of need to know how far each of you is going to step. And what if you do step together? Often, one of you the leader maybe will be, I wasn't expecting you to step that far. Oh no, it's too late. But if there's that slight delay, it just gives the leader a time to respond to what the follower's doing. So I'm going to get Vanessa just to do a step, and I'm going to have to react to it. I wonder whether it'll be big or small. There. That was bigger than I was expecting, but because I delayed slightly, I was able to then join her. An idea there, if you're finding the stepping difficult, that might help. Detail for the leader, how do we lead a turn? I would say that it's done with the upper body. So suppose I want to turn to my left, so this way, then as the step is going to be happening soon, I'll already be turning my upper body round. And then the follower's upper body is likely to turn as well, and then we're both ready to then step together that way. So if we do this together, we'll do it in close hold. Suppose I'm about to step with the left, the follower's about to step with the right, and suppose that in that pause before the step, so we're kind of freezing time here, I've done a bit of a rotation, then we both naturally step that way. And I think then the turn feels really natural if the upper body just guides it. Leaders, just decide to turn, start with the upper body, let it happen.
Thanks for watching. This is one of a series of nearly 50 lessons that create a complete partner dance learning experience. The video description and my website have lots more information to help.